Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel, period, if you just found me. Hey. Today I thought I'd finally film a sitting down video because I haven't done one in 2 years. Disclaimer, if you hear any noise, everyone in my household has decided to get loud right as I'm about to record this, so you're probably going to hear background noise, but just pretend that's not happening. But anyways, I haven't filmed a sitting down video in like 2 years. I think my last one was when I was doing a tattoo tour, right on this bed, right here. So I wanted to do another one, seeing as they're easy to edit and I'm really bad at editing my vlogs. And I'm trying to be more consistent with posting because I'm trying to grow on YouTube. So I thought I'd record a video like this so I can upload it like tomorrow. Before I get too long in the intro, I'm just going to get into the video before everyone starts screaming. I haven't even told you what the video is yet, but you could probably tell by the title what it is. I've wrote down like 2 pages worth of techniques and manifestation tips because I'm really into manifesting. It's magic and it works. It works. As you can see, I've displayed it here. The Secret. Shout out to my sister, India. India got me into this book because she used to read it and tell me like, oh, this is tips of how to manifest this, that. So I thought I might as well just buy the book. So I bought it and I'm not even finished. You can see my bookmark. That's my face. I haven't finished it, but I feel like I know enough to do a video on it. I'll probably do like part 2, part 3, because this is just like random stuff of techniques and just facts and like do's and don'ts kind of. So yeah, I'm gonna get into the video because I've already made like a 10-minute intro that I'm gonna have to cut and chop everywhere. So yeah, let's get into the video. So to start off, the first and most important technique, in my opinion, is visualization. Visualization is probably the most important thing to start with. When manifesting, you've got to be able to see it first in your brain in order for it to be in your reality. So I'm going to be looking down quite a lot because I've got it all written down. It's better for me to just give examples. But say you have a dream car that you want. You have to see it in your head, not just how it looks on the outside, but how it looks on the inside. Step into your future self having this. See yourself walking towards the door, see your hand opening that door, how it looks on the inside, how it smells, what you hear, like literally everything. Like you have to be delusional, you have to pretend you're there. And the next important thing, you can't just see it, you have to feel it. You have to be so in your future self, having this desire that you have. It says in this book, feelings and thoughts, they have to match, like it's like a frequency. Can't just be, oh, visualizing it and you just walk in like no emotion. You have to feel the emotion you'd have if you have it, otherwise it won't work. It's like you're a transmit tower. Your thoughts and your feelings, they connect like a frequency and it's being sent off to the universe, and then those thoughts and feelings of your visualization, I cannot say the word, they're being sent off, and then those pictures that you made in your mind, they're coming back into real life. It's quite cool. The pictures become your reality, like that's literally what it is. But it won't happen if you're not feeling the emotions. You get me? It's hard to explain, but I'm trying to explain it as best as I can. Literally hold the end result that you want in your mind, feel it as if it's yours, and the rest will work itself out. Things like events, people, everything will be moved around in order for you to get that. Like, it's crazy. I've had experiences too. A technique you can use to help with visualization is writing a letter as your future self back to your past self / current self. Like, dear past self, we finally got this job, and then go into full detail, like as much detail as you want, as if you're telling your past self, oh, we finally got this. It doesn't have to be a letter that you write to your past self. It can also be a diary entry, like, dear universe, today this happened, and obviously base it around what you want / what is going to be yours. Like literally, you're basically just being a delusional person and acting as if it's yours already. Like, it's literally so simple, but make sure you're clear about it. And number 1 tip I would say also, as well as making sure you're feeling the thoughts, have no doubt. I've known people like my friends who said, yeah, I tried manifesting but it didn't work, so they gave up. Like, that's not how it works. When manifesting, you have to believe that no matter what, you're going to get it. Like, I'm getting it, period. If there's even a little bit of doubt, you have to get rid of that. Like, you can't be like, oh, this might happen. You have to be like, oh, it's happening. It's happening. That happened to me recently. I have a story of my experience. Recently, one of my newest favourite artists announced they was going on tour, and their tickets sold out like this, like literally in a second. And I was like, I'm going. Like, people on my Instagram, you know, if you're from my Instagram, you know, I posted it. I was like, the ticket's sold out. Who took a ticket? I'm going regardless. And guess who got tickets? Me. I refused to believe that something I wanted I wasn't going to get. I literally kept saying to my friends, oh, we're good. I'm not even going to buy the people's ticket who keeps DMing me saying, oh, I've got this many tickets. Do you want some? I was like, no, we're good. She's going to add another date. I'm going. And then 2 more dates in London and I'm going. Thank you very much. If you're clear and if you have no doubt that it's yours, like, regardless, then it's going to be yours, period. Like, I've got to mention also gratitude. That is a big thing that you need to also practice. Be grateful for what you already have first, and when you start being grateful for what you have, then it heightens your frequency, and then you can start using that to benefit you getting more things that you want. And also in the book it states that there's no time limit for your manifestation. It's not like it's going to happen overnight, and it's not like it's going to happen in 6 months. It's based on how much belief you have. When I read this book, I literally get like chills every time I read it. Every paragraph I'm like, ooh, that's deep. There's an example of the universe. I'm going to keep saying universe. Back to what I was saying about the having no doubts, is in the book it says something like, when you ask for something, it's like ordering from a catalogue. You've bought it, you've taken it out of your mind because you know it's on its way. You know it's coming regardless because you've bought it. You wouldn't then go try and buy it again. You would wait for it because you know you have no doubt it's coming because you've ordered it. So it's basically the same as manifesting. You've asked for it, you've done your visualization, you've felt the feelings of having it, and you're not going to keep thinking of it over and over again. You're going to release the thought and you're going to relax knowing that it's coming because you've ordered it. You get what I mean? Like, that was cool. I was like, oh, that was deep. You ask for something, you believe you're going to get it, and you receive it. Why would you ask for it again when you know it's coming? Like, it's coming. Other than visualization, another thing that I try and practice every single day is words of affirmation. I literally have an app that just had a notification that came up as I said that, of just affirmations. You should practice affirmations that are to do with the thing you are trying to manifest. When you're at work, if you're bored, just stand there for a bit, repeating the same sentence over and over again, like, I'm enjoying this so much, this is so fun, I love working. Then you'll feel your mood start to change. Even if it's fake, you have to fake it till you make it. But yeah, it's literally like your thoughts. You have to think positive things to attract positive things. I'm going to have to read from here for this bit. But the law of attraction says that like attracts like. You think of a thought and get more of what you think, regardless of good or bad. For example, if you're stressed, it's like a domino effect. If you're stressed, you're thinking, oh, I'm so stressed. And oh, by surprise, you've got more things to be stressed about. So if you're thinking stressful thoughts, then you're going to attract more things to be stressed about. And trust me, that happens to me when I'm at work and someone's annoying me and I'm so irritated. Then 2 seconds later something goes wrong and then I'm more irritated because I've been thinking irritated thoughts and I'm attracting more things to be irritated about. You should try and practice affirmations every day, anytime you can. Like, you're always thinking, you're always actively thinking of stuff, so you might as well plant good things in your head. Remember that thoughts become things. Everything you're living right now has come from a thought from your past. Believe it or not, like, literally everything you think of, good or bad, is carving your future. Your life is literally a mirror of your past thoughts, which is kind of crazy to think about because thinking in the past for me to have this job. Anyways, but there's hope for us all because you know how quickly you can change your thoughts. Obviously what I said, if you're like stressed and you're attracting more stressful things, literally just stand there and think, I'm not stressed anymore. Like, it's literally you just being a bit crazy. I feel like I'm rambling a lot in this video because there's so much on the topic and I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like, there's a lot going on in here right now. Even though it's written down, it doesn't make sense now that I'm reading it back. Something else you can practice is this technique called remember when. Remember when technique is basically Again, you're as your future self, and you can write it down or say it out loud, or even you can say it to someone. I was doing this on the way back from a concert recently with my friend. So the thing that you're manifesting that you have, you're going in the future to when you have it, but remembering when you didn't, if that makes sense. For example, say you're not getting that much money right now. You go into your future self and you write as if you're looking back on that. Like, oh, I remember when I didn't have enough money for food. I remember when I couldn't afford to do this. I remember when I couldn't afford to get the clothes I like. I'm so grateful now that I can afford this. I'm so grateful now that I don't struggle anymore. Like that, basically. It's literally that simple. But obviously, you have to feel it. You have to be so deep into it that you're feeling the emotions of gratitude that you have it now, but you didn't have it back then. Or you can use this in remembering when you've got something. Like, I remember when this day happened. I remember when I got my dream job, and literally write every single detail. I remember I was wearing this, and then I did this, and then I did this. Every single detail. You're just creating a story, but it's your reality. It's like you're literally reminiscing on getting what you want, but you have it now. Well, you will have it. Remember, you cannot manifest successfully or manifest anything positive without your feelings matching your thoughts. It's impossible to have good thoughts if you're feeling bad. So you can't expect to attract anything other than more things to feel bad about. Your thoughts determine your frequency and therefore determine what you're asking for more of, good and bad. So it's literally impossible to manifest anything good if you're not feeling good. If you're feeling bad, you're going to attract more things to feel bad about. Think of it like a magnet. It's called like law of attraction. You attract what you put out. If you're thinking of good things, then you're going to attract good things. And if you have thoughts of anxiety or fear or like negative thoughts, then you're going to attract more things to feel those things about. And also, don't hold back when manifesting. There's people, obviously you can start with small things to like test it out, like have fun with it, but you can have anything you want basically. Like Beyonce, she didn't get to where she was just by thinking, oh, I might get this. She knew she was going to be that. Like, she knew. When it comes to manifestation, my go-to quote, my favourite quote, is if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. And that's just facts. Everything we have in life started off with a thought, and then they held it in their head, what it would look like, and then they made it, like the light bulb. Someone, whoever it was, I'm not even gonna try and remember who it was. I think it was Isaac Newton. One last story of my experience with manifestation, because I feel like when I hear other people's stories, it's like, oh, it's real. Actually, I have two more. First one is, I met Louis Tomlinson. I knew he was coming to London, but I didn't know how I was going or how I was going to get in. But I remember, it's also good to manifest in cold, by the way. I was sat outside and it was freezing, and I think it was snowing. I was just sat outside and I was thinking of how our picture would look, that exact angle, every single detail, like how I would look in the picture. And I swear to God, that's exactly how the picture looks. Obviously no one's gonna believe that because you can't see inside my head, but swear in my life, that's how the picture looked. The angle and everything, and it's kind of creepy. I'm looking at it right now and that's why I pictured it. And there it is. And also another one is my YouTube channel. All my videos used to flop, I'm not gonna lie. But when I was posting my Gabby video, I think, it got like a good amount of views in like a day. And I was like, this could be my first video to hit 1k. And then after like 5 days, it hit 1k. And then obviously after one video hit 1k, I was like, okay, let me think bigger. And then I started to see 10k. And now my Blackpink video, even 2 years later, that's my first ever video to hit, I think it's on 60k now. So yeah, and that came from subliminals. That's also another thing that I recommend. If you're not good with like repeating affirmations, listen to subliminals, because it's just affirmations in music or like rain sounds. And I've listened to the subliminals, and obviously I couldn't hear the words, but obviously it's in there. Every night before bed, I'd make a subliminal playlist on whatever I wanted to manifest. In this case, YouTube subliminals for like growth or like views or whatever. And I would listen to it whilst visualising it, because it's good to do it whilst you're drifting off to sleep. And then that video just kept growing. So yeah, I hope this video makes sense. I kept having to stop I've been doing this for like 2 hours because my siblings decided to be really loud and put me off what I was saying. And I feel like I've been like speaking like this because the thoughts weren't coming out. But regardless of how messy this video probably is, I hope you enjoyed it or learned something from it. Also, make sure to comment down video requests because outside of vlogs I want to be doing other videos, but I don't know what to do. So let me know what you'd like to see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and definitely get this book. I'm not being paid to say this, but get this book. I'm not even halfway through this and I've learned a lot. I'm gonna end this video here now because I'm gonna edit it and try and get it out tomorrow. So thank you for watching. I hope you got past the first 5 minutes because the amount of takes I took, I'm expecting this to be like 40 minutes long. But anyways, bye.